what's an image an image where you took something and just fucking freaked it, like the one that freaks people out the most,
As far as
as
it
far as
still looks like somebody.
yeah, that where you had like where you used reference.
I would say probably the BB King. That's definitely my most popular, and I think it's really weird because it's clearly a caricature, right?
Definitely.
But there are people that will swear to me it looks exactly like the photo, which isn't even the case because I used about 15 different photos for it. But it's like, it's weird when you can do something that exaggerated and people will still believe that you basically just copied the photo. That's a win for me because I mean, Jesus, that guy, if that's what a real person looked like, he'd need medical attention.
Yeah, it's funny too because that's the one piece that I remember. I remember one comment. I'm not a comment reader, but I do remember one comment about that painting, and that was, "Why didn't you put his ring on?" That was that one. It's the one comment I remember about that painting, and it was about the ring. And I just remember being so blown away by that piece when you were doing it. Remember, this is when you were just you went head deep into caricature art, and that it changed kind of your path.
Yeah, it did.
Quite a bit.
Yeah, I think because, I'd always drawn caricatures ever since I was a little kid, because my first kind of introduction to illustrative art for me was Mad Magazine. And so right away I was looking at guys like Mort Drucker and stuff and just being like, I want to do that. And it's always been fun. As soon as it became a job, it stopped being fun. And that's when I realized, like, this is not going to be the path I take, even though I got pretty popular off it pretty quick. I mean, that BB King piece, where did it end up? Didn't you get called by somebody in his family, or they direct message you? I don't remember what happened. Yeah. So what happened was, once I did the BB King piece, his grandson, who actually runs the BB King Museum and all the licensing and everything for the BB King brands, contacted me and wanted it to be kind of the flagship piece at the museum.
Is that the BB King Museum that's in, was it Mississippi?
Yeah, that's the one in Mississippi. I'm not exactly sure where, but it's near his, I can't remember if it was where he grew up or if it's not by his, we got to start that over, because it's not by his blues place, because that is in Memphis. So it's got to be,
maybe that's why I was confused.
Yeah, I think it's by where he grew up. Not
the old blues joint.
No, because that still exists. I mean, he performed there up until his last week of life.
Right.
Yeah. That's actually the sign I use, or the BB King in the background. That is from the facade of the building. So
his grandson contacted you. Did he say anything when you guys started talking about the image? Because I mean, that's his granddad.
Yeah, I mean, so the place is filled with art, right? And it was really weird because, again, it's a caricature, and he said that I captured the essence of his grandfather better than any piece of art he had seen. And
that's pretty, that's amazing,
awesome, right?
Praise.
Yeah, because not only is it obviously somebody who cares about BB King, but it's a family member who knows you better than your family. So yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, so that's a pretty, it's kind of a weird compliment, right? Where the guys, where people don't even look at it and see, oh, look how fucking big his hands are.
Yeah,
I mean, when you look at the individual elements,
and there's no cranial mass,
Yeah, and he has a tiny little head, like his hands are enormous.
Yeah, and an enormous like bottom section to his face, and it definitely doesn't follow the Loomis, idol head at all.
With the BB King, then, I mean, you really, really went off reference with that.
Yeah, like I said, I had about 15, I think, reference photos and just sort of picked and choosed. And